everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Sami Charlian and I'm a marketing executive at Kaplan Open Learning. I'm joined today by the following speakers. Arif Hussain, who is a program director for law, Dr. Ranjit Kutan, who's a program director for health, and also Nicola Birch, who is an admissions manager. So in today's session, I'm going to briefly introduce to you the University of Liverpool Online, highlighting the university's well-known global stature and reputation, as Peter mentioned earlier. I'll then pass over to Arif and Ranjit, who's going to give us a run through the online programs that we offer here at Liverpool Online. I'll then pass over to Nicola as well, who's going to take us through the admissions and enrolment process. We have time for a Q&A session at the end, so do feel free to drop in any of your questions into the chat box and we'll review and pick these up at the end. So as mentioned earlier, the University of Liverpool is a very well-respected university in the United Kingdom. It is a founding member of Russell Group, a group that comprises the top 24 universities in the UK. It has many strengths in areas such as health, computer science, management. The university also has a significant number of international students, many online students, and is also associated with 9 Nobel laureates. The university is ranked in the top 200 of universities worldwide, and it's been a pioneer in delivering higher online education since the year 2000. So we've been celebrating 25 years this year. Also, the university has been rated gold in the Times Higher Education Online Learning Rankings Award for 2024, further highlighting the university's excellence in delivering higher online education. The online master's programs offered by the university are designed to work around part-time postgraduate students and likely international students, although we have many UK-based students that take our courses as well. Students have the opportunity to engage with materials in their own time through our virtual learning environment that we'll be going through later on. There are also some live sessions, but they're usually not compulsory, although they're a great opportunity for students to engage with other students in those sessions. We pride ourselves on our strong student community and try to ensure that students have a good level of engagement with their fellow colleagues and teaching staff. The course materials that have been developed by staff are designed for the online environment, although our programs are aimed to be much more than just simply a reading list. They're interactive, they're challenging, but also there's a high level of support from the academics and student support team to ensure that students are as successful as they can be during their studies. Students who successfully complete their studies graduate from the University of Liverpool and are awarded the same postgraduate degree certificate as those who attend programs on campus. So I'll now hand over to, I believe, Arif and Ranjit, who's going to take us through the online programs here at Liverpool Online. Thank you.
Thanks, Sami. I'm going to start. So hello to everyone joining us today, wherever you are in the world. I'm going to talk about accreditations and rankings first. So almost all of the programs in the University of Liverpool portfolio have external accreditation through an established professional accreditation organisation. And some of those are listed on the slide, as you can see. This is evidence of the quality of the provision and the care for which the learning and teaching materials are developed and delivered. The accreditation is also evidence to employers and students who are interested in enhancing their resumes as well as augmenting their professional skills in the areas which interest them. So if we can move to the next slide, please. So our courses are designed for students. They're designed to work around a student's professional and personal commitments. There's no requirement to attend campus events, and our students are located across the globe in over 100 countries. I'm not going to list all the countries, but just some of them I'll name are Algeria, Kenya, Nigeria, Canada, the USA, Tunisia, the list goes on. So students are at various stages in their career, and some are just starting their careers, to those who are more established and looking to keep up to date with the latest developments in their respective areas. So, as you'll already know, that postgraduate study includes a strong emphasis on peer learning. So our courses are designed so that students will share knowledge and experience with other students on the programme, as well as their lecturers. So we try to ensure that even when students are online, they're part of a larger community of learning and they have that shared experience. There's also a team of people who work together to make sure the academic materials are at a very high standard. I've worked on other online programs, and I think one of the strengths here at Kaplan Open Learning is that we have an experienced academic faculty within Kaplan who work closely with our colleagues in Liverpool. And we also use our experience in delivering online materials to match their academic knowledge and expertise so we can get the best outcome for everyone. So all lecturers are experienced, and we recruit lecturers with master's level teaching experience, and many have a strong research portfolio as well as industrial experience. Can we move to the next slide, please? So looking at the partnership, as you've already heard, the partnership has been in place for over 5 years, and the teams work very closely at all levels. So my program, which I'll talk about later on, the Master of Public Health, I work very closely with my University of Liverpool Director of Studies. We meet weekly to make sure that everything is as best as it can be and the best experience for students. Quality enhancements and policies are jointly monitored and actioned, and students are considered University of Liverpool students. And I think that's really important because University of Liverpool, as you've already heard, is a Russell Group Red Brick University, and that comes with it, that prestige as well. So as University of Liverpool students, they get access to all the library support and the learning services as well. So we have at Kaplan Open Learning a large student support team that direct their resources to the online students. So if students require assistance, there are individuals who understand the online provision and the questions that are raised. There's also a dedicated academic skills team for online students, which really make this a great opportunity for students who are studying online. In partnership, the University of Liverpool has been offering online programs for 25 years, so it's a really established program and a way of working. So they're very familiar and experienced in the needs and requirements for online students. And I think that's a great positive aspect, especially partnered with Kaplan Open Learning as well. So that's it for me for now. I'm going to come back later on to talk about some of the programs. I'm going to pass you on to my colleague Arif, who will talk about some other programs that we offer.
Hi, everyone. I'm Arif, Program Director for Law, and thank you very much for joining us. Just going to run through our subject here. We understand that our students bring with them professional and practical experience, and our learning activities are grounded in an ethics of shared learning and experience, as Ranjit just alluded to. Students will work closely with professional peers. As in a university environment, students learn as much from their colleagues and fellow students as they do from their lecturers. We encourage this approach through online discussion forums and other activities we have on our virtual learning environment. We also have activities which are focused on students' professional development. It won't be all essays. We try to ensure that the curriculum is based on real-world work environment that will be of instant use in the student's workplace or professional environment. In the next section, I will talk about each of the programs, but each of the programs area allows students to pursue different level of qualification. I think this is really important. We're seeing it more often than not. Students may decide to start on a postgraduate certificate to see how they feel and then proceed to a longer program. A number of students decide to do this. We have 8 management programs, which are triple accredited by AMBA and AACSB and EQUIS. If you check the website, there will be more details about these accreditation. There are 5 computer science programs, some of which require computing experience and some of which are designed for individuals who do not have experience in the field already. They are all accredited by the BCS, the Chartered Institute for IT UK. We have several programs in health, including Masters in Public Health and a range of psychology programs, and we currently have 1 program in law. So the teaching side, the programs are assessed through coursework. There are only a very limited number of examinations, and most programs are assessed through coursework only. Students study in their own time through the mobile learning platform, and activities include discussion forums, which include input from our lecturing team, almost all of whom will have at least a PhD in the subject area, as well as interactive activities and essential reading. The modules are generally 8-week long, and they run through the year. Most programs consist of 8 modules and 1 dissertation, although the Master in Public Health and the MBA are different, and I'm sure our admission team can tell you more about them. Our lecturers have office hours during the modules, so students can obtain additional guidance and support if required. And we also have a team of academic colleagues behind the scenes to support students. All of our programs start with a 2-week induction module, which is closely aligned to the program. This induction module introduces students to the learning platform, gives students a chance to meet other students on the platform, on the program virtually, and include an indicative assessment, which is marked by a lecturer to offer advice and guidance to support students before they commence the rest of their program. Students are supported by experienced faculty during the induction, and in many cases, the same member of faculty will lead the first module of the formal program. As you would expect at master's level, students will undertake reading and independent research, supported by excellent library resources, which are available for online students. The university has a dedicated online librarian who oversees and enhances the portfolio of support for online students. Each module has a series of lecture casts, which provide students with a good oversight of topics, which are then explored further in the reading and other activities. Students are expected to devote between 18 to 20 hours per week. This includes obviously the preparation for assessment, reading activities, and the learning opportunities. If they need to, students can take breaks between modules and even longer breaks if required. And this is actually quite important, as many of our students sometimes face some circumstances at work or family commitments which preclude them from continuing. So they opt for choosing to have a break from time to time. The student support team will work with the students to make appropriate arrangement and advice. Students are able to study in their own time, and the synchronous activities are very limited. Due to accreditation requirements, the MBA requires more live attendance than the other programs. However, our admission team can provide you with more information. We recognize that students have professional and personal commitments, and so we have a wide range of support available outside the academic and faculty teams, so students can meet their aspiration. The online computer science programs were the first accredited fully online programs in the UK, which was confirmed in 2001. The programs are all accredited by the British Computer Society, the Chartered Institute for IT in the UK. This means that the programs meet the international standards and benchmarks for quality, and the programs are regularly reviewed and enhanced in line with the changing landscape and expectation within the rapidly developing field. We have 6 computer science MSCs programs. 4 of these are conversion programs which do not require a computer science degree or experience. These programs are carefully structured to guide students' learning, so they have the best chance of success. But they also offer some limited options within the curriculum, so students are able to pursue their own interests. The artificial intelligence and the big data analytics are advanced programs best suited for students with a computer science background. Many of the modules are shared across the programs as students progress through the curriculum. Group work is an important element which is required for accreditation purposes, but also fosters community of students who learn from each other. Our modules cover broad spectrum of recent trends in computer science, including generative artificial intelligence with relevant natural language processing and deep learning modules. Modules are continually reviewed, refreshed, and updated when required based on faculty and student feedback, as well as development within the field. Our academic practice program is designed for individuals who work in the higher education sector, as well as those who wish to enhance their learning and teaching skills, understanding and knowledge in preparation for leading in adult education or other training contexts. There is a focus on how curriculum can be successfully designed to best support learning, how to design appropriate assessments which measure learning, ways to provide suitable feedback to individuals, and actions that best support group of learners to achieve the learning objectives. There are two pathways, one which is accredited by the UK Advanced HE, formerly known as the UK Higher Education Academy, and one which is designed for people who wish to learn more, but may not find themselves in a lead teaching role at the moment. The accredited program, Pathway 2, also includes the award of Fellowship of the Higher Education Academy Advanced HE. Students on the non-accredited pathway, Pathway 1, may apply for the fellowship, but this is currently a separate process. The LLM International Business Law is an exciting opportunity to enhance student CVs or experience in a new direction, or to extend the current experience in law by adding a business perspective. The program is ideal if students work in a national or international corporate setting or aim to work at one at a more senior level, as well as those involved in private business, government, or regulatory roles. It provides students with the strong disciplinary and critical analysis skills that are essential in modern-day business settings. The individuals who take the programs are looking to ensure they are well placed for promotion and senior level positions. The program accepts students from a range of disciplinary backgrounds, and previous academic experience in law is not required. Although there are law graduates on the program, and the syllabus is designed to ensure they benefit from the business perspective that are critical to promotion. The LLM International Business Law is deeply focused on employability, and it's structured to provide students with practical, real-world legal skills that are directly applicable to the demand of international business landscape. Thank you.
Thank you, Arif. It's back to me. So there are two programs which we feature under health, the Healthcare Leadership and the Master of Public Health. The Healthcare Leadership program also features under the management list because it's designed for individuals working in healthcare fields who are looking to augment their skills in management, leadership, and innovation in healthcare services. So as I mentioned at the outset, I'm the director of the MPH program. So I'm very passionate about this area, but I'll try to keep my section brief as we have a lot to cover. I do talk quickly, so as this is recorded, I'd urge you to look back because I appreciate we're sharing a lot of information about our programs because there's a lot to say about them and it's difficult to take everything in. So for public health, as we all know, pandemics, natural disasters and the rise in health problems are just some of the reasons why public health is of increasing importance across the world. As a result of these issues, there's an increasing need for a skilled and qualified public health workforce, and it's a very exciting area to be working in. The online Master of Public Health at the University of Liverpool offers various options. You can take the general Master of Public Health program, or you can take global health, global mental health, health economics and policy. So there are various routes that students can take, and that's something that makes this a very exciting program. It's ideal for those who have studied health subjects or who are already working in health services or governmental policy and planning roles at all levels, but also for people who are just generally interested in developing their careers in public health. The online MPH is aligned to international professional standards and provides students with knowledge that can be implemented within a professional context immediately. So one of the things that we've done in partnership with the University of Liverpool is made sure that the content is aligned to the World Health Organization's principles and practices in public health. And it's also closely aligned with the UK Public Health Register's specialist standards. So it offers excellent preparation for UK students who wish to practice public health at more senior levels in the UK. We also have very close links with the Royal Society of Public Health, which provide added benefits for students on the programme. So the online MPH student cohort is our most diverse programme, with individuals from many countries with a wide range of experiences. As you've already heard, the University of Liverpool is world renowned for its expertise in public health. Students will gain greatly from getting their MPH at such a prestigious and world-class university. And what we say is that students will succeed in their studies through close support of a lecturing team who are experienced professionals and have extensive knowledge in a range of topics which are covered in the syllabus. Thank you. So moving on to psychology, there are 3 psychology programs that we offer in this partnership. And we offer those different approaches. We offer a postgraduate certificate, postgraduate diploma, and MSc in each of these 3 programs. The first 4 modules of the programs are shared, so there's an opportunity for students to start on one program and then consider changing to one of the other programs if they meet the academic requirements. All the MSc level awards require students to complete a 60 credit dissertation where they design, conduct and present their independent research. The psychology conversion program is designed for students who may not have a background in psychology but wish to enter the field, which may lead to new employment or educational opportunities. It's accredited by the BPS. You may have heard of them. That's the British Psychological Society. And it's an important advantage for anyone who wishes to pursue, to work or pursue further study in the UK. So upon completion of the course to the required BPS standards, students can apply for graduate basis for chartered status with the BPS, and we support you in understanding that process as well. The mental health and organisational and business psychology programs are not accredited by the BPS, but they offer students a more general psychology experience and are more professionally focused. The dedicated MSc Mental Health Psychology programme helps to guide students' careers by providing students with the key knowledge and foundations found in the health of psychology, which are further developed in key areas of mental health. The organisational and business psychology programmes cover areas of leadership, coaching, organisational change and talent management. This is aimed at individuals who wish to understand how psychological approaches can be applied in a business environment and how to support individuals within organisations. So one of the key things to remember with these programs is that all of the lecturers are BPS accredited and have PhDs in the relevant fields of knowledge. So students are lectured and supported by professionals in their field. So moving on to our management programs. These are amongst our most popular programs. So all programs except the MBA are open to students if you don't have previous management experience. The MBA requires individuals to be already working in an organisation at a middle to senior level, but that means that the student peers will bring their experience with them to the learning process. Most of the programme titles speak for themselves, and the admissions team can provide more information about the details. And you can also find them on the website as well. Unlike many other management programs offered by other providers, these programs are very focused. The digital marketing, international human resource management and management programs share 4 modules, one of which is a research methods module, but otherwise all modules are for that particular program only. That also means that other students on the course are focused on the same topics. Finance and investment management, MBA, project management and healthcare leadership all have dedicated specific modules, and we encourage students to develop an online community of learning by progressing through the programme together. As Arif mentioned earlier, the management school at Liverpool is triple accredited. I'm not going to go through those accreditations again, but I'll just mention them briefly. That's the AMBA, AACSB, and EQUIS, that's EQIS. There are limited synchronous activities across the programs, although the MBA includes attendance at particular events in line with AMBA accreditation, and our admissions team can tell you more about that. As mentioned earlier by Arif, formal examinations are very limited across our programs, and with the management programs, they don't have any examinations. The written coursework assessments are designed to be authentic and applicable to professional context immediately. So to summarise, Liverpool has been delivering online programmes for 25 years and as such understands and supports online pedagogy and student experience. Only experienced faculty are contracted to deliver and develop the programmes, and there are academic colleagues across the partnership who monitor the quality and standards of the provision. Working in close partnership with the University of Liverpool, at Kaplan Open Learning, we provide dedicated academic and personal support teams who understand the challenges and opportunities inherent in online education. Because the programmes are all at master's level, there's also an emphasis on learning from others. And this is one of the exciting things about all of our programmes, because it brings an extra dimension to the online experience. It doesn't feel remote, it doesn't feel that you're detached. Students will learn and will work with colleagues from across the globe who all have similar interests in personal development and professional ambitions. And it also brings different perspectives and ideas. And one of the great things about working with people across the globe is that global network that they develop as well. So the programs are designed so that students should be able to be successful if they spend between 18 and 20 hours a week. And most programs have no set timetable, so it won't interfere with professional or personal commitments. So it works around their needs. And it provides students have the time to dedicate to their studies outside of other activities, and so they can meet the deadlines as set out in the modules. So that's it from me. I'm going to pass you back to Arif, who will talk through the next slides.
Thanks a lot, Ranjit. So short courses, this is a very recent update that we're happy to share with you. We now offer a suite of short courses, which are individual modules that students can try so they can experience the quality of the online provision as well as learn something new. The admission team can help you and your interested applicants with further information. But this initiative for the University of Liverpool provision is very welcome, and we're already seeing some good engagement from a range of individuals. There are 10-week modules. They include 2-week induction module, as we previously mentioned, for students to familiarize themselves with the learning platform. These short courses are available to anyone and do not have an entry requirement. If students are successful and wish to continue onto a formal program of study, it may be possible to do so. This is an excellent way to promote the programs with less risk to the people who aren't sure about signing up for a longer program or who are concerned about how the online programs work. We are also offering from January 2026 full master's programs which can be completed in 2 years, subject to final university approval. Students will still have flexibility to take the modules over a longer period and of time, but for those students who wish to complete the program quickly, an accelerated calendar of modules is now available. Again, our admission team can tell you more. Thank you a lot.
I'm Nicola, I'm the Manager of Admissions. I'm going to go through the admissions and enrolment, but I'm going to do it at super fast speed. So just bear with me. So the admissions team, as you can see, there's quite a few of us, and we have a lot of seniors on our team. So the seniors have been here for over 2 years, so we've got a wealth of experience. So no matter who you're sort of assigned to, you'll get a really good service from our team. So the entry requirements, these are all on our website, so I don't need to go into them into finer detail, but it's a minimum of 2-2 for most of our subjects, except for the MBA, finance and investment, and the psychology conversion that require 2-1. We can also check your professional experience. If it's related, then you might be able to be considered on a case-by-case experience by that way. We also do require English language if English is not your first language. Again, these are usually a 6.5 overall, but there are some changes, again, some that need higher entry requirements, but that can be found on our website. If you don't have an English language test, it doesn't matter. Please don't ask your students to sit an IELTS, and we can arrange for them to do a kite test with us, so they don't need to pay for an IELTS. So the tuition fees and the duration, As Iris said, the duration has changed for January. And again, this is all on the website. So you can see that the credits and the weeks and then the fees are all set out. And it's really clear on the website. You just click on the course that you want. There is a section on tuition fees as well. So here are the fees for this year. And I think we've got the next slide, which show the rest of the fees. Thank you. And these are the fees for the master's programmes and the MBA. So how to apply and the fees and funding. So we have many scholarships available. So we do have regional scholarships, and these are up to 20% for international students based on eligible countries. And the admissions advisors will apply the highest scholarship available. So it's not that the students have to write an SOP, a statement of purpose or anything to go with this. And the scholarships are just automatically applied if they're available. We also have a 20% UK scholarship for students that are studying in the UK and who enrol on the 2026 January intake on the full master's programme. Alongside that, if the students do decide to pay up front, we can add an additional 5% discount. We also have alumni discount for Liverpool graduates, but often you'll find that we have a scholarship that's actually higher because a lot of the courses have what we're called an executive scholarship, and these are up to 15%. These again you'll get the best idea of these. I'll be on our website because that's where it's updated. So at the moment for the January, we've got a lot of 15% scholarships available. So please check the website and have a look if that's applicable to the course that your student's interested in, or get in touch with our admissions advisor and see if there's any higher scholarships that they could be eligible for. Start date. So the next one is the 13th of January. So I would say if you're interested in applying for that, do get your applications or get the students' applications in as soon as possible, because I'm sure you're aware that we have some time over the Christmas period where we're not as fully staffed. So the sooner we get those applications in, the easier and the quicker that we'll get your offers out. So the 13th of January is the next intake, and then after that we've got the 10th of March for the majority of our programmes, an MBA on the 28th of April and MPH on the 7th of April. But these are just the next two. We have them for the whole year, going through the year. Commission structure, which is nice and simple, nothing too strenuous to think about here. It's 15% on all programmes. So regardless of whether it's a standalone or the MBA, the commission is the same at 15%. And this is calculated on the student's net tuition fee. It's paid in 2 instalments. The first is paid after the 21-day money-back guarantee. So we know the student is absolutely enrolled onto that programme. And then the second instalment is paid at the end of the 3-month study period, as long as the student is not in any debt. And how to apply, it's really simple. You just go onto the website, and there's no separate agent portal. It's just through the website. But there is an area that you can add your details so that when it comes through to the admissions advisor, they'll sort of tag you into that student application. So you just fill in the application form, and then we need a CV, ID, the students' certificates and transcripts, a statement of purpose, and then if they need the English language, we can help with that. So upload the documents. Once these have been uploaded, they'll be reviewed by the admissions team. If approved, they'll get the offer letter, and then the student can submit and make their payment prior to the enrolment deadline. So, I mean, we have been known to do this in less than 24 hours. So, if you've got students that want a quick offer, then, please send the applications in to us fully with all the documents, and we'll get those turned around ASAP.
Thank you, Nicola, Arif and Ranjit for all of your guidance and tips. Now is the Q&A session. So do feel free to drop in any of your questions into the chat box, and I'll open it up to the speakers. I think we've had a question in, but I believe, Arif, you've already answered that, haven't you?
Yes, I just want to say that, thank you a lot, Sabina, for this very important question. The law, critical legal thinking, international business law specifically was chosen, knowing that not all our students have a law background. So this is an introductory module to how to understand the law and critique legal doctrines and concepts and regulatory frameworks. So it equips students with all the skills needed for any of the following modules. If students pass this module successfully, they can take any of the law modules that we have on offer in our program. Thank you.
Just to follow up on that, and just to be really clear, they do not need a prior degree, and professional experience is welcomed, but it's not a requirement. And that's one of the beauties and the benefits of the online short courses, is that for those who don't have those prerequisites, it's providing a gateway into the full master's program, providing they complete that first module, that online short course. So no degree, and it's not a mandatory to have that professional experience. So if you have students, or you have potential students who are looking to move into this field, then this can be a great way for them to experience that.
Yeah, so whilst we wait for any more questions to come in, we do get quite a lot of frequently asked questions from us, from the students that take our courses. I'll just open a couple to the floor, really. One of the questions we get really is how much spare time would I need from the student's perspective to study? So I'm not sure who that would go to.
I mean, I can answer that. One of the things I talked about in one of the slides was around 18 to 20 hours is what we ask students to work on in a week. That's to be successful. Like with any program, if you're interested, we encourage students to read around the topic at master's level. In particular, you're a master of a topic, so that's what we expect. But yeah, I think we support students a lot. We provide reading lists, guided reading lists. There's access to the University of Liverpool library. Everything is available online. So and it's really quite exciting the way we support students through the programs. The reason why I'm rushing through this answer is because I wanted to answer something that's popped into the chat about the short courses. And I think one of the things that I'm really excited about the short courses, especially coming from public health, as I mentioned, public health is so internationally popular and of interest. There's so many people who want to get into public health, and if you don't have a degree, if you don't have prior experience, doing that short course, so for us it's that first module where you learn the basics and the essentials of public health, which if you pass that, you can then progress onto the full master's program. I think is a really exciting offer, and it's something unique. Not many universities are doing this. I work in public health workforce development in the UK as well. So I know it's something for, I know we've got international agents here today, but for people in the UK who want to develop their skills in public health, it's really of a lot of interest for them. And I think internationally, there's people who want to move into public health areas of work, especially to help people in their communities and their regions. And I think it's, so these short courses are really exciting.
Great. Thank you, Ranjit. We've had another question come in from Cognita Consultancy. It's regarding whether if a student studies a postgraduate certificate or diploma and they successfully complete it, can they, transfer it to a master's degree?
If I may, I would just say yes, they can. Of course, they can apply for that, and usually we're very quick to accept these requests, especially if they were successful. There were no issues with poor performance. So yes, of course.
If I can add, I mean, we have students who enroll onto a postgraduate certificate for the Master of Public Health, and then then they see how they get on, and then they can be moved on to a diploma and then a master's degree as well. So, but yeah, I think we do support students and we'll guide them throughout that process as well.
One interesting question that I see come quite a lot actually is from a student's perspective is, can they use the university's facilities if should they need it?
Yes, of course, there are University of Liverpool students, so they will have all the opportunity to use all the facilities in the University of Liverpool. They attend graduations as well. As I said, there are University of Liverpool students, so they have all the good things that University of Liverpool on-campus students has.
And if I can just add, the online support that's provided by, for example, the library, I mean, it's fantastic. We meet with the librarians, we talk about the needs of our overseas students and, how they can access things, and we make things as easy as possible. There's a lot of support for students, and there's, live support as well if students need it. So, those online facilities, all the facilities available to students are available to all. Essentially, anyone taking this program is a University of Liverpool student.
Great, thank you. Just had another question from Cognita as well. They said, will they be eligible for postgrad visa if they complete a master's program?
A visa? No. So you're studying online, so it's not part of the postgraduate visa process. So we don't issue CASs or anything like that. So it's an online program. You study from your home country. If you choose to come afterwards, then it's off your own back, really. It's not part of the graduate program.
Yeah, I think we can draw a close to the session today. So I just want to say a massive thank you to Arif, Ranjit and Nicola for providing all your insights. We're now going to move on to the virtual learning environment demonstration with Stephen Livesey. Here's the contact information. If you have any more questions about the University of Liverpool, please do get in touch with us there, and we'll be ecstatic to follow up with you. So yeah, I'm now going to move on to the next session, but for today, thank you, Ranjit, Nicola. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.